On the final day of team competition at the SEA Games, the basketball tournament draws to a close with the playoff matches. And it's Laos against Singapore. Great to have you with us at the Moradok Indoor Sports Centre as we cast our eyes at the Laos team sheet and say that each team finished fourth in its group. So here's the invitation to grab a win before heading home. The closing ceremony looming tomorrow evening, and the Singapore lineup looking this way. And Xavier Ng in number 13, John Ng in 25, key players, and Zi Tsai Ting under Neo Nam Keng. Watch out for the number 1, Duan Yang Shu.
Number 25, John Jing
also To Ching Huang. Should be useful for Singapore today. Underway in the playoff for 7th. See who settles into this game the quicker. But as I mentioned, it really would be a surprise if Singapore did not win this relatively easily. And the three-point attempt doesn't quite go. And a bouncy kind of rebound, eventually taken by Duang Duane. Small guard working there, De Boon Huang. Laos in the blue, looking to get some points on the board early. Duang Duane needs some help. Gets it now, driving in low to the post, but oh, that's a good block offered by John Ng, and the captain sitting out the stall early on the fast break. To Ching Huang gets the 2, and Singapore are away. See quite a size difference here, and this is what has been the difficulty for Laos, and loose hands and drifting in straight away. Xavier Ng thought about the longer range shot, did To Ching Huang. Work their way inside, and that's easy as you like for Ng Shi Yu. To gets a screen from John Ng, and the long bomb is a beauty from Ting Zi Chai. Duang Duan bounces it to the advantage of Lothalath. There we go, first field goal for Laos. Three-point range not accurate at the moment from Duang Duan. Nice one. Back to the basket from Ng Shi Yu. He's chalking up some points. And it ends up in the arms of Ng Shi Yu. Yes, and off the glass, Ting Zi Tsai. Nice layup there, and it was fouled. Oh, and a swisher from Laos from their own defensive end. So Justin Charm is on in 30, and there's Justin Yong helping himself to an easy 2 for Laos, but he's on from the corner for the 3. Oh, it does everything but go out. It stayed in. It's a 3 for Xavier Ng. 1-4. Defensive setup, not too bad for a shorter team, but he's putting on some moves. Sets up the open man for the 3, and they get it. And that is Kim Van De Boon Huang. A 19-point lead, though, as we're inside the last 20 seconds. 8 on the shot clock. And another couple there for Xavier Ng. Gets the second. And that's all there'll be in the first quarter. Singapore and Laos playing for 7th position. And Singapore already seem to have a pretty strong hold on it at 31-11. Well, I would suggest that having been heavily outscored in the first quarter, set a little goal like this for Laos. Just make sure that the margin in the ensuing quarters is less than 20. In Group A, where Singapore was positioned, they finished Cambodia, Philippines, Malaysia and Singapore. In Group B, as a shot comes from the side there from Shu Duan Yang. Kelvin Lim tries from outside and, oh, why not? They haven't scored yet though in the second quarter, and 2 minutes gone. And intercept, and nobody's chasing him. Better not miss. They could have had a second shot if he did. Shu Duan Wang. Still plenty of time on the shot clock. 10 there. Just inside the arc, a kind of odd distance. Oh, what a pass. Well. Takes the board. Works off a screen in the corner and gets it. It's Xavier Ng. Scoreline looking more intimidating by the minute. 44-15 and nearly 4 minutes left in the second. That's something from Lothalath. Don't think we can blame the wind. Oh, goodness. Farmelin Duang Duan. The big three. 44-20, so they've scored 9 points in this second quarter. But they keep getting their own threes. Maybe it's better from that side, Xavier Ng. Fairly fast break. In comes our friend Sifan Don Lothalath. And eventually it goes for him. Another nicely timed bucket from Justin Yong. (53-22) at the half. Moving on to the third quarter now in the playoff for 7th. Singapore in the white uniforms and Laos in the blue. Shu. Chuan Fakti off to De Bun Huang. De Bun Huang checks. What's open here? There are 4 players in front of him. He'll do well just to get the shot away. A little bit more pressure on player outside the arc. Now, I made a comment in the second quarter that wasn't really their go. Really stepping up the defensive effort, but breaking the shackles, John Ng. Ting thought about working off the screen. Instead, they go to the man down low, and Ng Shiyu gets another 2. That's unexpected. That's a nod to the intensity of the defense coming from Laos. Various sets of hands after that ball. Does well to get rid of it from the corner. Oh yes, indeed. Farmelin Duang Duan. To Ching Han back to Justin Charm. Oh, rattles one in. Thank you. Clock starts and the ball's received. There we go. Turn, shoot. And a nice try from To Ching Huang. But Singapore have certainly built a match-winning lead, and at three-quarter time find themselves up 67-32. Ng Shiyu had a good hand, and that's a nice assist in for John Ng to finish. Good backup there from Phon Phac Di. Out from the outside, Phaumalin Duang Duan. And the easy finish for Justin Ong. Fourth quarter action, and what is the last quarter for these two teams in the competition. Laos and Singapore playing for 7th and 8th positions. The match, in terms of the result, pretty much decided. Just see whether Laos can continue this positive trend of restricting Singapore. Minute gone in this last quarter and no score yet. Here it comes, surely. Yes, it is. A deep three if that one goes, and it does. Dribbles away from Zhu. Got some nice moves. But turnover. It's quickly converted by John Eng and Xavier Eng. Big contributors today for Singapore in what will be their first and only win of the competition, which concludes today. Lothalath gives off. Oh, that's a nice attempt just for the two, though. What about from outside? Nope. Rebound falls kindly for Sulan Somfu, but they don't keep it for long. Drives in hard, Justin Yong. And doing just that. Who's going to get the shot away? 7 on the shot clock, 6. That's well finished in the end. Futong Laboafeng. He's looked pretty good today. Duang Duan. Pulling the trigger from outside. Samsith Phon Phac Di. And this time 2-on-1. Doesn't need any help. Xavier Eng. There you go. And statistics, if you massage them hard enough, will give you something to be cheery about. Oh, there you go. And that's 17 all, I think, in this last quarter. It is. Singapore not particularly rushing down court. It's in the hands of Ting Si Chai, and he'll say, I'll just stop it right here and we can start shaking hands. Well, it was interesting, but they created a good trend in that last game against Singapore, where they looked overwhelmed in the first quarter, but they never stopped trying, and they actually drew the last quarter 17 all and only lost the third quarter 14-10 after being outscored 53-22 in the first half. Strong game from several of the Singapore players, and they will at least leave the tournament with this victory, 84-49 against Laos. And, these teams developing if they're going to challenge the big boys like the Philippines. Hope you've enjoyed the match. Singapore get the win over Laos, 84-49. It's goodbye from the basketball.